This video is for the homework 9 and for the question 1. In the question 1, we have to find the expression of yt and the auto relationship y, and also why is the yt is a stochastic is a wide sense stationary, and first the expression of yt is easy to get since we just expanded the y's equation, and we can easily according to the condition of that expression of omega t is 0, so we can easily find the expression of yt is 0. And to find the auto relationship with y, we just also first need to expand the equation, and we can get a long formula that the a multiplies the minus 1 between t1 and t2 minus the minimum 1 between t1 and t2 minus 1, and minus the minimum t1 minus 1 between t2 and plus the minimum between t1 minus 1 and t2 minus 1. And this is the key point in this question, since we can easily assume that t2 or t2 bigger than t1 or t1 bigger than t2, but we have to consider the situation the difference between the t1 and the t2 is larger or less than 1. So this is the point we need to have two situations. The difference between t1 and t2. First, if we assume that t2 is smaller than t1 minus 1, and in that conditions we put this condition into the above formula, and we can find that the formula become to 0. And in another situation, when t2 smaller than t1 and t2 plus 1 is larger than t1, and this is another situation, we also put this into the formula, and we can get another equation that the alpha multiply 1 minus t1 plus t2, and since this condition is built is based on the t1 larger than t2, so this should be absolute value, and finally we can get a normal condition, a normal formula that when t1 minus t2 larger, the absolute value from t1 minus t2 is larger than 1, it's equal to 0, and the autocorrelationship in t1 minus t2 smaller than 1, and this value should be alpha multiply 1 minus the absolute value of t1 minus t2. So we can find that the auto-relationship y is no relationship, is just have relationship with the time, and alpha is a constant, so we can get the final results that the yt is wide sense stationary, and this is the question 1.